Welcome back to Talkers on the Wall. We got Season 3, Episode 2 review of Euphoria. I got Smith here with me today with an audio only.
Yup.
And yeah, I mean, we can just go straight into this. The Euphoria world is quite the chaotic fan base that I've noticed through my time, binging through Seasons 1 through 2 and, kind of like really indulging in Season 3 weekly. And, like, I noticed, too, just, like, how much people care about these characters and how much, like, the fan base loves these characters when they're chaotic. And I don't know, that tells me a lot about, like, the type of fans that like Euphoria. But everyone's like, what's happening to Nate? What's happening to Nate? But we'll go through way more of a deep dive in this episode. Just going into it, Smith, what do you think general thoughts are for this episode?
This episode had a lot of moving parts. I think it was pretty good. I'd give it, more middle of the road still. We're still building to like a good like middle ground. Like probably like middle of the season would be like more of like a peak climax and then it'll like ride the wave down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there was a lot of good things going on.
Yeah, no, we talked about it too, how it felt like really like the start of like a show, like a new show in Season 3. And it really just feels like a completely different show at this point in time. We'll go through it kind of like how we did last time. It wasn't as much of a Rue carry. So actually, I don't think we should start with Rue because we started with Rue last time. We'll just kind of start with this new segment we'll call like the MVP of the episode. And person is like it's just like who you were like just most captivated by. I think my MVP of this episode is Maddy.
100%.
I think
agree.
I just like love how you have like the context of Season 1 and 2 Maddy, where it's like she's very smart, she's very calculated, but also isn't like afraid to show her emotion when she's pissed off or really like affectionate and like in love with someone. And that is just really like like her relationship with like Cassie now. It's like you work for me now. It's like I manage you, and it's just like okay, let's see where this goes. I mean, I just think it's just really cool for Maddie's character to do that, especially now that she's like kind of like gonna, I mean, through what's given in this episode, she's gonna be hiding it from her main boss. So that'd be really cool to see. I mean, what are your thoughts on like the Maddie Cassie like startup now?
I think it was just getting more into Maddie. It was really interesting to see how she was like trying to branch off and manage like her own like side people and whatever else, and then she chose like the more like consistent paycheck rather than like really believing in herself. Which I feel like she's not gonna make that same mistake again. She's the type of character to not make a similar mistake to that. And then she's kind of getting like her like better start with like Cassie being like, oh yeah, we're gonna really just put you through the ringer and see what sticks kind of deal.
Yeah, no, and I think it's cool too. Like she's not really being evil with Cassie, not yet. I think she's like it's felt like very fair. And yeah, no, I mean it's just like it's cool to see actually someone call Cassie out on her bullshit that isn't Nate.
Right.
Like, you had, like, the play in Season 2, and then, like, the Rue, like, how long have you been fucking Nate Jacobs? Like, those moments. And those moments are really, like, satisfying to the viewer. And if you hear a dog stampeding or clacking her claws, that's just my dog, Gilly. She's a member of Talkers on the Wall. But, yeah, I just say Maddie's the MVP. I love how mysterious it's going. She's got great aura, and I just really like where that character's going, and I really want to see how she can fuck over Cassie and Nate.
Oh, 100%. It's going to get
She's
messy.
going to.
It's going to get messy.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think now we'll talk about Nate. Big, just more like I'm a grown-up now, and I need to make fucking money for my like spoiled ass wife.
Flower arrangements.
Yeah, flower arrangements. And we saw it again with the cleaning lady of like when she's like talking about all the leftovers and like he's like trying to like not sound like, oh, we need to eat those tomorrow. Like,
right.
And yeah, he's like, I'm gonna kill you. it's like it just comes out so easy for Nate. But I don't know. That's another like little tiny snap. And I think we predicted it in the first episode of the season that there's going to be a big Nate crash out episode. And it's going to break the internet. And I just think that's another breadcrumb. I think it is cool right now that he's not crashing out on Cassie. I think it's like a really good breath of fresh air. But yeah, no, I mean, and then let's see. So we'll just go right into Cassie. Really, my same complaints as not season 1, episode 1. It just felt very like the same. It feels like she's really doing anything that she can to hold over stuff on Nate to get what she wants.
Yeah, she's just trying to like seek as much attention and validation as she can from. If she can't get it from Nate, from literally anybody else.
Yeah, and it's just it's just super. I guess that's really the bulk of where you're gonna get your reality TV from. Which I will say that I feel like this season is missing that Euphoria pizzazz, that messiness, and I do think it's a big part of like the soundtrack as well. Like I love Hans Zimmer. But I don't know, like the Labyrinth is like the main guy who's done like season 1 and 2, and it's like when like you have moments where it's like the parties and you have where Rouge tripping, especially with like Jules and like Elliot. I just felt like those moments are like really cool, and like the colors is that. But I have been seeing people saying like it's intentional. The way they kind of made this more like bland, it's just kind of like how you grow up, you kind of lose that imagination, and like the real world drains you. So maybe they get a little bit of a pass for that, but I don't know. Hey, that's just like a nitpick, but it just makes me lose a little bit of that Euphoria pizzazz. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's just not a whole lot I want to talk about with Cassie. I mean, I felt like it's just the same trajectory from episode 1. Rue, well, we'll go Jules actually, because we didn't get Jules at all in episode 1. A lot of people are saying that the family, or the married person that Jules is like living like a double life with. I know we talked about it a little bit, but a lot of people are saying it's Nate. That I don't know. Yeah,
maybe, but. Nate's already like struggling like super bad. I don't see him.
Maybe that's why he's struggling.
Maybe I don't see him also having a penthouse in the city.
True. Yeah, I mean credit cards are a beautiful thing, but that's fair. And I don't know. That would be crazy.
It would be insane if he's just kind of stockpiling all this extra money just to keep Jules on the side.
Oh my gosh, that would be so Euphoria to do.
Yeah.
No, I mean, really just going into like no theories aside, just straight up what we saw from Jules. I'm gonna be so honest. I don't know like Jules' like pronouns, so like we're just gonna call if it's them or her or him. I know she transitioned from a boy to a girl, but I don't know the pronouns. So please excuse me. We're just going to call Jules. So it's nothing like derogatory or anything like that. It's just like what's been not unknown. I believe that the pronouns are she.
I think so.
Yeah. But, I just want to clarify that. But, Jules is just very like stoic in this episode. It's like, it's kind of like her victory lap of like, yeah, I did all this, but guess what? I live in this pretty fucking cool penthouse now. And then even Rue will bring up, well, do you like feel bad that you're not the number one option? And you never really get that answer out of Jules, but it's just like kind of where Jules was at season 1, where she was like having sex with all these older men, just for like the validation, and it just feels like that on a way new level. I always enjoyed Jules' character when like she's on screen, and I just think that she's messy. I think she is not necessarily a great person, but I think she's a very interesting character. And I would like to see like a little spice of something new. But, you know, I think the ending where she's like, well, you still gonna keep me company? Yeah. I was like, okay, come on, Jules. And you can, every time they're on screen, you can feel the chemistry between the two. So.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Yeah. Then going along with it as well, I mean, we'll just go straight into Rue. Yeah, big, another big Rue episode. I mean, the whole, like, Tish death, that really, I don't know, were you expecting, like, more so of, like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Or
no, she kind of just seemed like a no-name character that kind of just, like, would be offed and then never really brought up again. But, I mean, obviously it opens up with Rue cleaning up the murder and whatever else. And
then bringing Angel to rehab.
Yeah. That's not rehab,
bro. No papers. No, we're good. I mean, this could be a spoiler, but it's also like we don't know. But I did get a report that I saw on Twitter. Do you care if I share anything that?
I mean, if you're gonna put on the video, throw it out there.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Well, it said that the actor for Angel does not return this season, so yeah. I think it's very well assumed that they just like, or just made her overdose or something.
Yeah, or something. She's definitely done so.
Yeah, and like.
And then the ambulance pulling up right at the end.
Yeah, like
they're taking her to the morgue, bro.
Yeah, and like also, like Alamo, we call him Big Al or something, but like. He was like, "Oh, I'll get you promotion if you take her to rehab." It's like, okay, he doesn't actually care that much about about these people, and
she's fucking up business, and he needs business to boom.
Yeah, 100%.
He's just a businessman doing business.
Yeah, and now we can talk about a little bit more of like the problematic like side. Like, do you think it's just like needless, you know, like. Shock value when Faye is fucking that dude with the Nazi flag behind?
I mean, do I think it's needless shock? I mean, I think it just plays to like who they are, because they're mentioned to be like inbred and country and not, you know, very actually intelligent.
Yeah.
So I mean, and then it makes sense for them to like kind of like grasp onto those types of values.
Yeah.
And Faye, unfortunately, is kind of just stuck in that situation because Rue brought her into the mix, and then she got herself out.
But she also has stated that she likes that guy.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's like she is stuck in that position.
Right. She's also been like, because like the guy before was basically the same thing.
Yeah.
But talking more about. And then more shock value, just the random hard R.
Yeah, that was wild.
that was pretty crazy. And then obviously like Alamo's like, I can get over being called that, but she called me a pig.
I really thought that scene was really cool.
Yeah. It shows more of like a humanity side of someone who's supposed to be like an underground like crime lord, essentially. And it shows him just to be like more like, I guess like more of a genuine human.
Yeah, and it almost brings in kind of like we mentioned it before, like that Breaking Bad type of style plot. This is like what really would make that type of deal. You know, it's pretty cool. I mean, I love when, you know, you have morally gray characters that do terrible things, but it's just like, why do I like these people? Like, what is drawing me to these people? And it's just like, oh, that philosophy is pretty cool. Oh, this character is really interesting. But I don't know. I really enjoyed everything that we've seen at the Silver Star like strip club. Yep. So, it's cool like seeing Rue like not having to rely on like Uber. But yeah, I mean, for me, I think I'd give this episode probably like a 6.5. It's just it's decent good. Yeah, decent good.
Yeah,
it's very passable. Yeah. Is there anything that you wanted to bring up as far as like maybe something we missed or?
Just with Alamo bringing in like the pig and then being like, remember the Alamo? Because that was like a whole like basically a shootout essentially was the Alamo. I see them having like some gang war type activities.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're gonna have that. You're gonna have some of like the like affairs of Cassie and stuff that get messy there. I'd kind of like to see things like sort of tie in more with all the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Another person we missed who showed up this episode was Cal.
Oh yeah, it's true. I'm a
Uh,
pitcher, not a catcher. I'm not
yes,
gay.
I'm not. I'm a sexual deviant.
Yeah, I don't know what term he said, but yeah.
He did say I'm a pitcher, not a catcher.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know he said like a weird like term that I forgot what he said, but he's like, dude, you have sex with men. It's like, oh my god, yeah. We talked about it too. That's a good point, and I'm glad you brought up Cal. It's gonna be fun to see how he creeps in, because obviously Nate is struggling, and obviously with the conversations he's having with these like shareholders, other businesses in general, just like it doesn't feel like it's going too well as far as
no.
like it doesn't feel like natural business conversation. And I think that's where really Cal can like step in and be like that mentor, that that almost like a business father figure.
Right.
But yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm excited. I mean, I'm not like addicted like how I was with season 1 and season 2. I mean, you could argue that these episodes are structured better. The characters are more consistent in a way. But it's not like I'm like, oh, I need to know what happens. Oh my god, that just happened. Like, I don't know. I felt like, I don't know. It's not like that. I always will support like a show that doesn't use senseless shock value, but it's just like that's like the messiness that like really brings out Euphoria. I don't know.
Anything else to cover? I think we've covered a lot of the bases of this episode.
Yeah, for sure. I think I like this format where we just talk about like the characters, and then more so if that leads into like a general thought. I think that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. We're going to be doing these weekly. We might be doing these in person as well, but we'll see where it goes. And yeah, y'all have a good one.
Yeah, peace.